So the plan is to take you on a drive from this location to the church, and then we'll have a look around the churchyard and the church itself, hopefully if it's open. The station buildings that are here are still the original ones from the opening of the Manx Electric Railway. And across the other side of the street is the Groudle Hotel, which used to be a very popular place for eating at. And for some reason, the brewery landlord, whoever it was, made the decision, stopped serving food, and it basically just died after that. And I think there may be somebody living there, but it's a bit of a wreck at the moment. So this is the old station building, and it even had its own ticket office in the corner here, and a big shelter. Still quite often used for people visiting the Groudle Glen Railway, which is down in the glen over on my right hand side here. Not open at this time of the year, but will be opening around Easter time. And another curiosity that's just at the end here is the post box. Now, the Manx Electric Railway used to carry the mail, and the conductor on the tram would stop at the various stations and empty the mailbox and take the mail, I presume, back to Douglas. I presume it was done on the southbound run. So there's still a Queen Victoria mailbox here, and it's still in use, but not emptied by the tram drivers or tram guards anymore. So we're heading onwards now, passing the Groudle station and Groudle Hotel. We're going to follow the tram tracks up to the end of the Groudle Road, or in actual fact turning right before we get there. And then we'll follow a little lane that takes up to church. Just going over the Groudle Viaduct now. Much more impressive from in the glen than up above here. And here's where we turn right to head to Lonan Old Church. We're not far from the church now. There's a little turning off on the right that leads to the church and the house, and hopefully we'll find somewhere to park up there, and then we can go for a wander around the church. Here's the turning now. I do love roads with grass down the middle of them. The church is over on the right. In common with many of these old churches, this would have been constructed on an ancient keel site from the monks that came over from Ireland to bring Christianity to the Isle of Man. The original church was extended at some point, and then when the new church was constructed, much closer to where people actually lived, the church fell into ruins. But it was later restored, but rather strangely, only half of it was actually restored. So the church we have today, there's a complete small church and a ruined extension. Now just at the bottom here is a shelter with some of the old early Christian crosses. A lot of these were repurposed over the years and were then subsequently discovered being used as lintels and all sorts of other uses, and fortunately have been rescued, and you can see them in here. So we're now at the western end of the church, which is the ruined end. The churchyard isn't that full of gravestones, surprisingly, but probably a lot more of it was used, and the old slate gravestones have just disappeared. There is one very interesting stone here, actually in the churchyard. It's known as the Lonan Wheel Cross, and we'll just go past it now. When you take a still photograph of it, it always looks like you've slanted the camera, but as you can see from the video, the actual cross isn't vertical. We're going to take a look inside. You can always get into the ruin section, but hopefully the door's unlocked. We can get into the main church, which is a lovely little chapel. There's a few old gravestones at the end here. An old baptismal font. Let's go and see if the door's open.